This is insane! Just when I thought we've seen enough, Oda blew our minds with yet another twist in the Elbaf arc. Guess what? Imu is in Elbaf, and he has possessed Gunko's body. Normally I wait to create a full coloring of the chapter before I make a video on it, but this is too much. Coloring can wait. So stick with me as we unveil everything that happened in this chapter 1149 of One Piece. The chapter began as the Straw Hats were shocked beyond their wildest imagination. They observed Summers bleeding and crying like a baby, as Gaban, left hand of the Pirate King, had swooped in with killing intents. Soapy shouted in shock as he spoke out, "Why did that work? What did you do?" But Gaban took a deep breath as he spoke out, "Damn, I've become this rusty." Quickly, he spun his axe so fast that he lashed out with speed and fearsome hockey against Summers, who wondered why Gaban, the Mountain Eater, is in Elbaf. Summers tried his best to protect himself from Gaban attacks, but he tore through it like tearing a piece of paper. Nami explained to the crew that the old guy we just saw is the left hand of Pirate King Roger and also Colin's father. He's on equal strength with Rayleigh and completely overwhelmed Luffy and Zoro. Chopper kept on wondering how Gaban's attacks are working. Robin tried to help the crew with her abilities, but Jinbei warned her not to, because Summer's Iron Thorns are a terrible matchup to her hand-to-hand combat style. With a loud voice, Summers shouted, "Thorn Rush! Hell of the Crimson Lotus!" This move spiked every inch of the ground with thorns as he confidently smiled. Deflecting the attacks like it's nothing, Gaban spoke out that he's in a hurry, but Summers replied saying, "Then come you old nigga." Furiously moved with the speed of sound, Gaban took off Summers' head and guided his way through the path of thorns. He glint with full speed ahead as he foresees something bad happening to his son, Colin. The Straw Hats were surprised at Gaban's victory, but Chopper dashed out for Summers' body as the crew tried to stop him, hinting that how was he able to cut someone who's immortal? This could be critical information. Before we proceed, please hit that subscribe button to watch and stay notified on every new episode. The scene then shifted towards the young giants who were sleeping at the village by the river. With tears, the principal set part of the owl's library on fire, as per Killingham instructions. Observing this, Killingham took out his bow as he lit it on fire, and then shot the avoided parts. This action made the principal weep with tears of regrets, as everything was now in flames. Robin watched from a distance as she observed the library burning, Saul wept, and Chief Jarul cried profusely, stating that the historical books of our ancestors are burning. Standing at the cliff of a mountain with a young female giant, Gunko received a message from Killingham that he's done igniting fire in Owl's library. So she turned towards the young female giant and told her to walk off the cliff. The girl cried remorsefully as she blamed herself for the fire in Owl's library, saying, "I'm so sorry for being alive, everything's my fault." But the giant warrior pirates replied to cheer her up, saying, "That's not true, Ronya. It's not your fault." Quickly, Gaban swooped in as he spoke out. "Culture, history, children, and even military might. You guys have no rights to take it away." Observing Gaban, Gunko threatened him with the lives of the hostages. The young giants caught wind of Gaban's presence and brought it to Colin's awareness. Gaban tried to control his emotions as he observed his son marching under Gunko's devil fruit influence. Colin then bragged about his dad in front of everyone, hinting at his strength and might. Gunko caught wind of this as she dashed out to apprehend him. Gaban followed suit, but it was too late. Gunko had Colin at the tip of her sword, around the neck region, preparing to strike at any time. Gaban paused for a moment as he reasoned within himself, "This is my last chance. If I act now, the fires can be put out, the kids can be rescued, and Elbaf will be saved. I'll have to be done in an instant." Making up his mind, he called out to his son saying, "Colin, hold on! Just give me 1 second, you're a strong kid!" With tears of confidence, Colin replied, "Got it, Dad, I'm a warrior! Please defeat her!" Solidifying her decision, Gunko went for the kill. Gaban noticed this as flashback of Colin's birth flowed through his mind. Ripley cried out for Colin's safety as Gunko started to pierce her sword on his throat. Quickly, Gaban swooped in full rage and outburst of Conqueror's haki, with all readiness to kill her. In a split second, Gaban foresaw the death of Colin and quietly surrendered. Withdrawing her sword, Gunko faced Gaban and called him a weakling, finishing him off as he fell from the cliff of the mountain. Gaban spoke out with his voice fading. "I'm sorry, Colin. It must have hurt real bad. I'm sorry." Observing the death of his dad, Colin shouted with a loud cry, "Daddy!" Quickly, Chopper caught wind of this incident. Colin kept on crying as the other children were shocked at Gaban's defeat. Like a childhood trauma, Gunko's mind became eroded with flashbacks of a child who spoke out with joy to him that she wanted to become a pirate. As the Straw Hats were talking and thinking of an escape plan, Gunko dashed out to look for Brooke like a child. Suddenly her mind was hijacked. The children were scared. Summers and Killingham became shocked as Emu spoke through Gunko. "The Holy Land is currently in a sea of flames. Thou seems to require additional military force. Mu will show thee the dominion of God." The chapter ends. Please subscribe for more. Thanks.